everyone, and welcome to another episode of Elevenses with MZ, an arts and crafts show that will help you awaken your right brain. So in my last video, I showed you how I made this cover for my travel journal, and today I'm going to be using some papers that I have, and I've been saving these for a while. These are just all prints, jelly plate prints that I've been saving. I have some bits and pieces of old wrapping paper in here. I have a few cutouts from magazines that I really like. So basically just all sorts of bits and pieces, and this is what I'm going to be using today to create a couple of layouts for my journal. And then in my next video, I'll also show you a few fun paint techniques. So first of all, what I did was I went ahead and I used a circle punch to punch out some circles from my jelly plate prints. And now the idea is to just glue them on this first page like that. I was debating on whether I should use a paint color, but I just love this look so much, just the way that it is, that I'm just going to go with this. But as you know, I'm actually upcycling a sample book from Nina paper, and so I do need to get rid of some of this text that you see over here. So what I'm going to do for that is just cut out little pieces of paper, and this is also paper that I've made myself, just bits and pieces from projects that I've been saving. And I'm not bothered about getting this super straight or anything like that. This is supposed to be a very fun project, and basically I'm just trying to get some texture, some color on paper, so that while I'm traveling, one, I don't have to take a lot of supplies with me because my book is kind of almost pre-made, and number two, the blank page doesn't intimidate me, so that if I want to just journal, I can do that. If I just want to stick a few things in and leave it at that, I can do that as well. So for this video, we're just sticking to collage, and in the next video, I will show you a few paint techniques as well, because of course you can dress up blank paper using paints and crayons and gelatos and lots of other yummy art supplies. So I do like the fact that it's this has got pre-built dividers kind of, and I'm going to keep that look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm just going to trim off this end here. So first of all, to cut this out, and then this is super simple. All you have to do is follow the template and cut it out so that you have something like this. And as you can see, this is not super straight, and I am not going to bother about that much because I want this to have a very raw feel. I don't want things to be perfect. Paper punches are a great way to add some fun, create some embellishments. using paper scraps. If you scrapbook or you make cards, I'm sure you have lots of paper scraps lying around. Don't throw those away. Use them to create little embellishments, or just punch them and keep them in a box for when you want to do a little bit of collage or create layouts like the ones that I'm going to show you in this video. Another great source of art materials for me personally is magazines. I love cutting out pictures that I can use. I'm probably going to go in later once this layout is dry and add some doodles as well around these. You can turn them into flowers if you want, or you can just do some abstract doodling if that's more your thing. The idea is basically to just have fun with this. Whatever you don't like while you're traveling, you can always just cover it up with pictures cut out from brochures, etc. So, you know, really there should be no pressure while you're doing this activity and getting ready for your holiday. I'm folding some of these over to the other side as well. And that's pretty much it. That's all I want for this page. So I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to show you another technique on this page over here. So as you remember, this is a cascading kind of a layout. I have card paper over here, and I'm going to show you a few paint and spray ink techniques on this part, and then I have a few envelopes in here as well. So it's a really fun book to alter and create a travel journal with. So over here what I'm going to do is I actually cut out a few pieces and these are just, again, pieces of paper that have been cut out in no real design or order. I mean, this is just me with a scissor cutting out a few shapes. And like I said, you can always, if you don't like something, you can always cover it up with paint, you can cover it up with pictures. This is just supposed to be the background. So really have as much fun as you possibly can. So I do want to put this butterfly so I'm just going to position it like that. And I could use this page just to do a little bit of journaling if I really like it and I don't want to cover it up. And then we do have a few circles left over from the other page. And I'm just going to see how I can incorporate those, if at all. Yes, I think I'll put them in the corner over here. And again, if you want, you can go over this with a pen, or doodle a little bit, or just do some outlines. And again, I'm not keeping them completely circular, but these are just ways in which you can add interest to your layouts. If you wanted, you could go ahead and add some flowers. You could do this kind of doodling with a black marker as well as a gold marker. You could use color, you could use gelatos, you could paint around this. The possibilities are literally endless. The whole idea though is for you to just have some fun, because there shouldn't be any pressure while you're creating this project. Since it's just supposed to be super fun. So another idea that I just had actually for this layout, and I might do, is wherever you're going, you could write facts about that place, one for each circle. You could do that, or things that stood out or that you remember. That would be a fun thing to do. So I'm going to leave this like this. I'm finished with this. I'm not going to go in and add anything else. I kind of like this collage page a lot as well, so I'm probably not going to touch this. This side I do want to do something to, because as you can see, it's got a lot of information on here that I don't really want to see. And another way that you can do another way that you can cover these pages is literally just use old scrapbook paper or whatever paper you have on hand, and then just cover the entire part. So what I'm going to do is I have a little bit of this map over here. It's a torn piece of paper that I saved. So I'm just going to see what colors I would like to incorporate on in this layout. Jelly prints are just so fun to play with. They're remarkable, and you can make so many. I'm actually going to be doing a workshop very soon on jelly printing, and I do have a book on Amazon that teaches you how to make your own plate and then do some fun prints. So once again, I'm covering the whole page over there and then just trimming from the end. And as you can see, the paper on the back is actually printer paper that I had used, and I wanted to recycle, so I just used my jelly plate to create colorful prints on the other side. So you can recycle paper and turn them into jelly prints as well. So I'm going to tear one edge, and then I'm going to do the same with this map. I'm going to tear a strip, and I'm going to layer it like that. So first I'm going to glue down the map. And again, this was just from a catalog. I really liked the image, so I just cut it out and kept it. It's amazing if you really pay attention and look around you. There are so many arts and craft supplies just waiting to be used that are literally in your trash can or junk mail drawer. And I love using those supplies because it just makes everything that you have super unique, because it's not pre-printed or pre-made. It's just you, all you. So So there you have it. I could fold this over and have this create a sort of a top border, but I'm not liking the way that looks, so I'm going to trim it off. And in a space of a few minutes, we've created 3 background pages using some jelly prints and magazine pages. So there's this page that we did, and then we covered this page over here, and this is ready for journaling or pictures or whatever I want to put in here. And then I did this little collage page here, and now I'm going to work on the rest, and then I will share more videos with you very soon. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.